Hey guys, this is October the 8th, 2025. Um, what you're looking at is the pinholes in the aluminum foil that I've been wearing over my head. Now this was from a couple of days ago. And Cagey, one of my subscribers, asked me to show the pinholes in the foil that I talked about in my last video about the dudes causing too many strokes. So I hope y'all can see this. I hope y'all can see these pinholes in this aluminum foil. This was from a couple days ago. It's tiny pinholes that the weapons make when they hit your head. Now this actually went through my hat. I had a hat on top of this. But you can see them. You see the tiny holes all in it. Okay, and then I have another one from, this might have been like 2 days ago. Let me stretch it out so you can see it. This was from about 2 days ago. It just got the same pinholes in it. You can see them. They're real tiny. So these weapons, they actually go through the hat and through the bubble foil that I had on my head, and they penetrate all the way through to the head, which is why I think I've been having all these bad headaches. Okay, that's for a couple of days. Now I'm going to show you one that from yesterday, or from last night, when I had the castor oil pack on top of my head. I'm going to show you that one. This is the one that I wore with the castor oil pack behind it. Now you can see there's a significant reduction. There are a few pinholes in this, very tiny ones, but it's not near as bad as the other two were. Let me get it close to the light so you can see it. Like there is a couple of them in this one, but it's nothing like what's in the other two. Let me turn around the other way. Okay, there's one right there. One right there. And one right there. So there is some in this one that I wore that I wore in front of the castor oil pack. I put the castor oil pack right up underneath the cap, and then I put this next to the castor oil pack, and then put it on my head. So you see, the castor oil does help. Now, this cloth that I used wasn't completely saturated in castor oil like I normally do with my head. Now, if you just put a little bit of castor oil on your hair, you know, like you would if you were moisturizing it, it's not gonna help that much. But if you saturate your scalp, and when I say saturate, I mean wet it. You wet your scalp with castor oil, it will help block the frequencies. Okay. I know it will because I've been using it for a long time, and I know she said that it didn't help her, but I think if she tried saturating her scalp, she might see a difference. And so there's a big difference in this sheet than the other two, okay? And this is the one that I wore with the castor oil pack. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try tonight. I'm going to soak it again and try to get it more saturated tonight and try it. Because I got to do something about these headaches. They just keep getting worse. But anyway, there's something else I wanted to share with you guys right quick. Hold on a minute. Let me get my picture up here. Okay. This is a picture of the human brain and the lobes within the brain. Okay. I hope y'all can see this. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit. But, let me get my paper. Okay, the green part, the front of the brain, where you see the green, the light green, that's the frontal lobe. Okay. Now, if the weapons hit your frontal lobe, and you have a stroke in the frontal lobe, you're going to have weakness on one side of the body. You're going to have changes in behavior. You're going to have problems with, hold on, where'd it go? I lost it. Okay, the frontal lobe controls movement, decision making, personality, speech, and smell. So if the weapons hit your frontal lobe, that's the problems you're going to have in the front. And if they hit the temporal lobes, which will be on the sides, which is the yellow, if the weapons hit your temporal lobes, this is going to affect your hearing, your ability to understand language. It's going to affect your short-term memory, your speech, smell, and emotions if they hit your temporal lobes. This is if you have a stroke in these areas. Okay? Then the next one would be the top of the head, which is the parietal lobe. And if they hit the top of your head, where the parietal lobe is in the blue, and you have a stroke in that area, it controls touch, pain, spatial relationships, hand-eye coordination, math, and spelling. That's if they hit the top part of your brain where the parietal lobe is. If they hit the back of your head, which is the occipital lobe, but it will be in the pink. If they hit the back of your head, and you have a stroke in that area, you're going to have vision problems. You're going to have this controls visual inflammation from the eyes, and it determines depth and distance and object identity. In other words, you have trouble identifying what things are that you see. Like the occipital lobe. And then below that, in the light pink color, is the cerebellum. If they hit the cerebellum, this controls balance, coordination, muscle control. So yeah, you're gonna have trouble walking, and controlling your balance if you have a stroke in the cerebellum. And then under that you have the brainstem, which is the part that's sticking down that attaches to your spine, the brainstem. If they hit your brainstem and you have a stroke in the brainstem, this can be fatal because this controls the vital functions like breathing and swallowing. So Yeah, a brainstem stroke can kill you. So I wanted to share that because I thought that was interesting, and a lot of people may not understand exactly, you know, about the different lobes of the brain and why it's so important that you protect your brain, especially now with them hitting the head the way they are. And they're hitting everybody, folks. They're hitting everybody. It's not just target individuals that this is happening to. This is happening to everybody. I mean, they got a global war going on here against the people, innocent people who've done absolutely nothing to deserve this. Anyway, that's all I wanted to share. I just wanted to show the pinholes, you know, that Cagey asked for. And by the way, Cagey has a YouTube channel, and she's got some pretty interesting videos on there. So you guys check her out. I know she's not. I don't have a link that I can post for her videos right away, but I'll see if I can find it. Maybe post. I'll post a link for one of her videos for y'all. So, yeah, check it out. Subscribe. And that's all I want to talk about today. I hope this helps somebody. Love you guys.